Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone, and welcome to my last vlog here while I'm in Europe. I'm flying back to Canada via Munich, and so this morning, early. All right, it is 6 a.m. almost. Goodbye room. This has been my little home for the past just over a week. Heading back to Vancouver. All right, let's get ready to rock. Christian from Zoom/Koof picked me up at 6 a.m. because he had another shoot to do in Munich at 8 a.m. So we left at 6. I did have a train ticket for 10, but I thought, you know what? I want to just enjoy the company of Christian, get a nice comfy car ride instead of a train. And all right. It's early in the morning. Hotel Jakob. Looks like Red Bull is here to pick me up. Who is this man?
Good morning, sir.
Who is this man?
I'm your taxi driver.
I like it. You know what I had for dinner last night? I had schnitzel.
Schnitzel, finally.
Yes. All right, let's get going. Christian, thank you for driving me to Munich.
It was a pleasure, my friend. It was a pleasure.
Nice t-shirt.
Koof t-shirt.
Something's really cool about you today is that you're wearing pants.
And closed shoes.
And closed-toe shoes. I like it. All right, have a good day today.
You too.
And we'll see you next time.
It was a pleasure, yes.
Get a nice comfy car ride instead of a train, and the German trains are often delayed, and I just checked my train. It left 45 minutes late, and so I'm glad I got the early train. Basically went to Richard, my favorite little German, it's actually not even German, it's Bavarian, but I think it's all in Munich. Bakery, I enjoy getting their Butterring or Butterbrezel and one of the desserts and treats. And now I'm at the Munich airport, and I am on this is kind of a secret location. It's the observatory, and I didn't even know it was here for the last couple of years until I was with my cousin, and she told me about it. So, but this is before security, before check-in, so you have to come up here before that. You can see there's a few people out here. There's even a little cafe, so you can bring food. I brought food in from the city, had some here, brought my luggage up, and then I checked in my luggage, and now I'm back up here again to maybe have a coffee. And I bought a couple of butter rings, or like butter rings. It's basically a round pretzel, but still has butter in it. And I thought I would just talk about my entire trip here. There's parts of it I can't talk about, but the time in Salzburg was awesome. Shooting lots of videos with Koof and the team. I think we shot 8 videos or 9 videos in 4 days, which is pretty darn good. 3 or 4 of them are long format YouTube. The other ones are kind of like vertical reels for social, so TikTok, Instagram, and things like that. And very productive as well. Had really good meetings with Ulrich from Koof, including doing a long form interview for my YouTube channel, so wait for that. As well as hanging out with Dr. Andreas Kaufmann in his family office in Salzburg. And then having dinner with Dr. Kaufmann's daughter, Charlotte, as well as Stefan, which is her husband. And they both work for the Leica Werkstätten. It's like they make watches, but other like high-end luxury goods. It's next to the Leica Welt, the museum. And so it was great talking to them about watches and cameras and all things German and Austrian, and yeah, I had a good time hanging out with them for that evening. So thank you so much, Stefan and Charlotte, for inviting me out for dinner. And then the rest of the time, I was just trying to pump out content and planning out the rest of the year because I am off on vacation in 2 weeks. So I got to get a lot of work done. And then I have my Hong Kong Neon project, which is, I'll be going there in late November, and it's going to be awesome. I'm hanging out with Vishal from Camera Film Photo and invited a few other people to come and join me. So hopefully if they can make it. And then as well, we might do a photo walk and maybe an exhibition or something like that, but it's still in the planning phases, so stay tuned for that. But it's been a whirlwind 2 weeks. Super excited to get back home and see Camera Girl, as well as just kind of get my regular life on track so that I can get, when you're traveling, it's really hard to get into a really good daily routine of getting things that you have to get done. Lots of emails to get back to. My postings have been irregular on Instagram, like my main posts on my grid. Lots of stories because they're quick and easy to share, so stay tuned for more posts as well. And then when I get back, I have to ingest everything from this trip and then start catching up on all my vlogs because I posted the first 3 one day after another, and then the rest of it I've been recording every day but not posting because I just ran out of time. I thought I would share what do I learn from these trips. I had someone ask me, like, when you make these trips, like, how beneficial is it for your brand? And my biggest benefit for me is that when I travel, I get to work with other people. So at Coop/Zoom, I work alone at home most of the time in Vancouver. Sometimes I use Chris or I use Julian or other, local content creators, and we'll make content together. But in general, I'm by myself. I'm out shooting by myself, talking head by myself, overhead videos by myself. And when you're working with a team, you get that energy from a team. Now, I don't know if I can always work with a team. I think it's nice that you can do back and forth stuff alone like right now, and then stuff with an entire team around you. And so that's one thing that I really appreciate when I go on these travel trips, especially when I'm at Coop, is I get to work with other like videographers, directors, writers, and so we can kind of create concepts and then create videos together as a team. And with Coop Zoom, they, other than my input and me talking and giving them images to embed, they do everything else for me, which is great. So I get 4 or 5 long format videos, and other people are doing it for me, and that's awesome. And then socials, same thing, vertical video, TikTok, Instagram Reels, someone else shoots it for me. It makes it a lot easier. Number 2 is just being with my peers, being with other YouTubers, photographers, content creators, more specifically photographers, as well as entrepreneurs, because a lot of us are entrepreneurs, like Ulrich. Ulrich is a photographer, but he spends most of his time and energy being an entrepreneur, problem solving, making collaborations with other people, other brands. And I had, in the interview we talked about it. A lot of it is creativity through problem solving. And I realized that I do a lot of that on my trips. Like, for instance, on this trip, someone had asked me, like, how do you make money on these trips? And I told them, it's not direct work for pay. When you go to certain events, certain projects, everything is covered, everything is paid for, but when you're gone for 2 weeks, you're not making any money. So he's like, how do you make money? And I told him, I write articles, I have sponsored videos sometimes, I have affiliate links, I have long-term projects. All these things kind of all come together, as well as I teach and I do some kind of consulting and workshops. And so I kind of look at the trip and figure out, all right, what am I going to get out of it? And for me, a lot of it, again, as I mentioned, is collaboration, as well as brainstorming with other creators and entrepreneurs to figure out solutions to some of the problems that we have, and then just networking and be able to help each other, making connections between other brands, other people, and help them to be able to do things together. And then that in turn, and you hopefully in time, will benefit me at some point in time, even if it's just being their friend and them saying, hey, it was Take that introduced me to this other brand. And that enough is thanks for me. And so those are the things the 2 main things that I really benefit from these trips. And also, it just invigorates me to be out traveling and being able to make content outside of Vancouver, outside of Maxim's, which I'm really missing, but outside of my regular environment, to be able to go to these different countries and be able to see different things, meet different people. It's invigorating. I can't do this all the time. Like, I'm just kind of really dying to get home, get to work in my studio. So before, I was tired of my studio, and now I'm just excited to be back in my studio to just really pump out as much content as I can. and then go on vacation. And so those are the things that I learned. And that's it. On my way back home to Vancouver. We'll talk to you soon. Happy shooting.